Welcome to part 2 of our video on how to write a scary scene. This video will provide tips on how to convey fear through character reactions, psychology, and physical limitations. Tip 7. Let the character panic. Show the character's fear escalating through their reactions. Sweat on their brow, shaking hands, racing heartbeat. These internal cues draw the reader into the experience of the character's terror, making the scene feel more real. Take a look at this example. In this scene, Emma's escalating panic is shown through her physical reactions, her racing heart, trembling hands, and shallow breaths. These internal cues make her terror visible, allowing the reader to feel her fear and desperation, amplifying the intensity of the moment. Tip 8. Use the character's past. Tap into the character's past to personalize the fear. If they've had a traumatic event with drowning, describe their horror in the face of a rising tide. Personal stakes make the fear more deep-rooted and relatable. Take a look at this example. This scene taps into Lily's past trauma with drowning, making the rising water an intensely personal and triggering threat. By connecting her current fear to a vivid memory, the stakes are heightened, making the reader feel her panic more acutely, as her past directly shapes her present terror. Tip 9. Character motivations. Fear becomes more intense when it clashes with a character's core motivations. If a character is deeply invested in protecting someone, that fear escalates when they feel they might fail. Take a look at this example. This scene heightens fear by aligning it with Mark's core motivation, protecting his daughter. The terror of the approaching danger is amplified by his internal conflict as he battles his own instinct to flee while knowing he must stay to safeguard her, making his fear more urgent and personal. Tip 10. Limit the character's senses. Deprive the character of key senses, such as sight, hearing, and touch, to heighten vulnerability and fear. Restrict what the character can see with darkness, fog, smoke, or even blindness. The unknown lurking just beyond their sight can be far more terrifying than what's visible. Take a look at this example. This scene uses sensory deprivation to heighten Ellie's vulnerability and fear. The darkness obscures her vision, the silence amplifies her anxiety, and the cold numbs her senses. The unknown lurking just beyond her reach creates an overwhelming sense of disorientation and helplessness, making the fear feel more intense and visible. Tip 11. No backup scenario. Isolate the character, removing any hope of outside help. Whether they're cut off from communication or simply too far from safety, the absence of support leaves them vulnerable and alone. Take a look at this example. This scene effectively isolates Sarah, cutting her off from communication and hope for outside help, which amplifies her vulnerability. The relentless storm and the eerie atmosphere of the cabin serve to heighten her sense of loneliness and despair, making the reader aware of her dangerous situation. Tip 12. Add physical boundaries. Trap the character in a space where they cannot escape. Whether it's locked doors, walls, or a collapsing building, these physical barriers heighten their sense of dread and helplessness. Take a look at this example. This scene establishes physical boundaries by trapping Jake in the locked warehouse, heightening his sense of dread and helplessness. The locked doors, boarded up windows, and the looming threat outside create an oppressive atmosphere, emphasizing his isolation and desperation as he realizes there is no way out. We hope these tips help you create fear by diving deep into your character's psyche, reactions, and physical limitations, making their terror feel raw and real to the reader. Join us next week as we wrap up our 3-part series on writing a scary scene. Dare to join us for the final set of fright-inducing tips, but only if you're ready for it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your support helps us to bring you the spookiest content around.